Is this thing on? There we go.
Welcome to The Sip List, the podcast where we drink wine and count down our top 5 favorites of all the things. The Sip List does contain spoilers as well as explicit content, so please keep this in mind as you're listening at work, in your car, with your kids, wherever. The Sip List does not claim ownership of any sound clips used in this episode, as any clips are owned by the original copyright holders. Thank you and enjoy the show.
Everybody, welcome back to the Sip List, the podcast where we drink wine or whatever and count down our top 5 favorites of all the things. I am your host Amanda, and we are back with a live show, curing my Grammy night hangover by having some guests to talk about our favorite Grammy performances. So, yay! Kasey is here. Hello, Kasey.
Oh, hi. I'm currently trying to finish my top 5 list as we speak. So,
okay.
But I am here. I am happy to be here. I am mildly upset with the fact that my number one favorite live Grammy performance was not on Rolling Stone's freaking top performances. So hence my name. Screw you, Rolling Stone magazine.
And my face is freaking frozen again. What the hell is going on? Is my internet?
Technology sucks.
Oh, well, man. I have high-speed internet, like the highest speed. I don't know what's happening. We'll give it a second. Yeah, Kasey, you know by now Rolling Stone makes poor choices with their lists.
What is our secondary motto in the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network?
Fuck Rolling Stone.
Bingo.
Okay, let's...
Oh my goodness. You know, Kasey, I remember when it used to be a co-hosted podcast, and now it seems like it's just you and me.
Yeah. Thus is the joys of technology. Normally, I'm the one that's
introducing the internet world of the internet. My beautiful wife Ilana. Say hello, internet.
Hi.
She brought me some wine. What am I drinking, sweetie?
Rosé.
Hey.
Hey.
Now I feel left out.
Good news, Amanda. My beautiful wife brought me a delivery.
Woo.
I feel like the photo for this pod has to be the one with me with the wine.
Definitely. Gotta love some rosé. I'm very musiced out. I've got my Taylor Hawkins tribute shirt, which I love, and my Notorious B.I.G. cup. It's all good, baby.
Nice.
So yeah, we have a new guest here today. Ignore me taking out my insulin pump if you're watching. Just move on with your day. Benjamin, author of The Greatest New Musical. How are you? Thanks for being here. We're excited.
Thanks for having me. I want to tell you that's a great designation. I think I want to write that down. The Greatest New Musical, quote, Amanda.
Yeah.
I'll take it. So I created Life Review, the hospice musical. It's a new musical comedy inspired by my real life experiences working as a hospice chaplain.
Oh, okay. But it's a comedy?
Yes, people are always surprised, Amanda. There's a lot of great laughter that happens in every stage of life, including in life care. So in the story I created, initially I had a sense of writing songs inspired by real life stories. Some of those were moving, some of those were uplifting. The comedy kind of came from the irreverent spirit of me and my co-creator, Jason Spiewak. In fact, the opening number that's probably the funniest song in the show, then it's all downhill from there. It's called Spoiler Alert.
Don't use that to sell yourself.
Oh, of course. Friends, the first 3 minutes is the best, and then after that, just go to sleep. We'll
Just
wake
take
you
a
up
nap.
in 2.5 hours.
You can leave at
Keep the
intermission.
lights dark. Yeah, so it's funny as hell because the joke is spoiler alert, everybody dies in the end. Sorry to ruin the play, my friend. Love 'em or hate 'em, this kind of friend. Everybody dies in the end. And we go on and on to list all of the kinds of people who die in the end, right? They're the hero and the villain and your husband, your wife, everyone dies in the end. And it also means the characters on stage. Though, just to reassure you folks, our hero, the chaplain, he survives to the end. So does the nurse. It's just the patients who keep dying. But, you know,
I mean,
it is hospice.
it's hospice. It's in the title.
Right. The good news, though, in the spirit of many favorite musicals like Hair and American Idiot, you get the patients leaping up out of bed through the magic of theater to have their big moments. I like to tell people, Amanda, it's like Chorus Line meets Fiddler on the Roof. Chorus Line, in that there are these moments where people burst into song, their monologues illuminated through music. And Fiddler on the Roof, because the main character, he's a man of Jewish faith, and he's arguing with the rafters about God, where are you? Why are you giving me tsuris? What, troubles and so forth. So
that sounds great.
That's the story of Life Review, the hospice musical.
And is that something that is on the horizon? Is it something people can already see, like locally?
Oh, great question. So we've got sort of two versions of this project. The Big Kahuna is a full-length musical comedy that runs about 2:20 with intermission. I'm looking for theatrical partners, including colleges and community and regional theaters that put on new work. So if you're watching and listening and you're intrigued, check out the website, lifereviewmusical.com. There's a great trailer where you can see several of our musical numbers, as well as several audience reactions.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so everyone, I encourage you to check it out, whether or not you're involved with the theater. And then additionally, during COVID, when we couldn't do the big show, I condensed it to a one-man show that I can now perform in 45 minutes, soup to nuts, by myself.
Oh my God.
I perform 2 songs on the guitar, and then the other 6, sorry for all of you piano players out there, but I've got my piano player right here. Let's just say Mr.
Cheater.
Mr. Muse Score, he plays very accurately, but not very much expression. So if I miss a note, he just keeps going. He never waits for me.
As long as you keep it going, nobody knows you missed anything. I mean, that's just what you do.
That's the trick. Up here, I look calm and collected. Down below the water, the legs are spinning. Right?
It's all about the face.
Exactly. When I put on the one-man show, and I've done during COVID, I did approximately a dozen performances. I actually, if you see right against the ceiling, there's like it's hard to point. There, up top. There.
Yeah.
That's one of the 2 clips where the black curtain hangs across the back. I put a long rod and drop a black curtain, and that's how I perform the one-man show from this space. So I can broadcast it to anywhere in the world that has an internet connection. And I've been a virtual presenter at a conference, entertainment, for training, did a fundraiser. So there's a lot of ways that I can share this work. And even the condensed version has a nice mix of comedy and drama with narration in between.
Well, awesome. I'll share your website in the show notes and encourage people to check it out. I love musicals and theater in general. So,
thanks for the opportunity to share a little about my project. What's up, Judy Craig?
Hi, Judy. Thanks for watching. And Dre is here to sing your praises.
Oh, DeAndre.
Yeah, we like him. He's cool. Dre, we were just talking about you.
And I was just in touch with my friend Eric, who is now going to be on your show. I'm so excited.
Yay.
One of my favorite friends from college and I got in touch when he reacted to me sharing about some podcast interview. And he messaged me saying, you do a lot of podcasts. And I'm like, yeah, I do, because I do. And so we got talking about it, and he said he listens to lots of pods. He's always wanted to be on. So I said, I can get you on a podcast. So I reached out to some friends, and turns out DeAndre welcomed him on. So thanks, DeAndre.
Well, if you think he'd like this show, send him my way.
Cool.
We're always
Cool,
looking
why
for new
not?
people. And
he's a great guy and a funny fella. His name is Eric. But anyway,
Kasey, okay up there?
Um,
He's Facebook
you,
messaging while we're recording, so
I like your thinking face, Kasey. I can tell you are working hard, man.
he
You
was
are
like,
ready.
I am working hard, but spoiler alert, Amanda, when you flip over to the group chat, the network group chat,
yes,
Shanna is being Shanna.
oh, well, I'd expect nothing less.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Yeah, she's the person that earlier when we were discovering that King Charles has cancer, she said she hopes it's foreskin cancer. And I was like, he's probably circumcised. He's British. And she's like, I hope it grew back and got cancer. We don't like him very much.
No.
Oh, God.
Too soon.
Yeah.
I
I don't want him to die or anything.
Wait at least a week into the cancer news before you joke about it. Come on, people. Learn the rules.
He wasn't waiting to fuck other women while he was married to the most amazing princess ever. I'm just saying. Anyway.
Wait. Who is this? The celebrity with cancer? I seem to miss
Charles, the King of England.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're saying we're mad at him because he cheated on Diana.
Yeah, and probably knew that something about her demise. Anyway, I don't know. It's all speculation.
So now, because of all that bad stuff, we wish him ill with cancer.
No, we don't. I don't ever actually.
I'm being too serious. Drink more wine, Kintish. Here we go. Bottoms up.
I mean, I wouldn't mind if he stepped on a Lego every day for the rest of his life, but that's about as far as I'll go.
All right. Thank you for that.
All right.
I feel much better because, I work at a Quaker school, Amanda, Kasey. I'm not Quaker by training or faith, but just employment. And once in a while, it's a K-8 school. The kids are pretty mellow. But once in a while, they're scuffling in the hallway. And I'll be like, guys, keep it Quakerly.
Oh, my God, that's great. I might have to start saying that.
Like, outside of a friend's school, it's totally nonsensical. But they're like, yeah, true. And then someone else will be like, yeah, peace.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay, I like that.
Doesn't always work, but sometimes I say that. Even if it just gets a couple kids to go.
Hey, as long as you're keeping them entertained.
Yes, try to bring better to laugh than to cry. That's my one of a few dozen mottos you'll hear tonight.
Hey, love it. If you're watching live, oh my God, I'm frozen again. What is going on?
Let it go. Let it go.
I might have to call my husband up here and be like, why is the internet fucked up?
Kasey, did you catch that reference?
Let it go.
I've never heard that song in my life.
Yeah, it's from my least favorite Disney movie.
Really? It's your least favorite out of all the shitty Disney movies that exist?
Oh, no. You guys are not going to like how my bracket went. But that's okay, because it's my bracket and not yours.
No, hey, I love Disney, but...
I don't shame anybody for their brackets.
What? Yeah, everybody gets to have their own opinions. That's all right.
Exactly. And I've gone on numerous episodes of Masturbators with Dre, and I've done brackets, and he's all like, yeah, our Final Fours never match up, and it is what it is, but,
it's okay. You can
sometimes it's fun to butt heads over stupid little shit.
Truth.
Do you Amanda, what are we doing? I don't fucking know. Kasey, are you sipping on anything over there?
Product placement.
Cherry Pepsi. Very nice. Oh, 0 sugar.
Wait,
okay.
Can you pause there for a second, Kasey? I like that when you showed your drink. Please and thank you. Okay.
Why is it black instead of blue? I thought Pepsi cans were blue.
Oh, this is 0?
That would be that would be Pepsi Max. 0 sugar, 0 calories.
Very nice. And Benjamin, are you going by Benjamin or Ben, or I want to make sure I'm getting this right?
You can call me Ben.
Okay, cool.
So I start Benjamin and I ease into Ben. First 20 seconds. We're ready.
You could potentially become my second favorite Ben after this one If you're nice
Oh,
to me.
Mr. Affleck, if you're nasty. Right.
He could do all kinds of nasty things to me, and I would not complain. Anyway.
I'm with you, Amanda.
Shut up, Kasey. Ben, what are you drinking?
What am I drinking? So, some sort of mysterious rosé. Probably left over from my daughter. I'm sorry not to be able to name it, but I think from a grape smushed and fermented. So my wife brought it down. I'm thinking it's probably from one of the many bottles left over from my daughter's recent bat mitzvah. Ooh. Mazel tov. Everyone raise a glass. Mazel tov at home.
Thank God.
Congratulations. Literally, it means good luck, but we use it colloquially as congrats. You could also lift up a glass and say l'chaim.
I can never say that right. I can't do the my German heritage. You think would have
good l'chaim. Just sing along with the song from Fiddler on the Roof. You'll just keep practicing. Yeah, so that's the reason why we have more booze than usual.
Hey, no. Jewish people do it right. Like, y'all set the standard for how to throw parties. Like, I think y'all were the only ones
featuring good parties. Yeah, not always.
I think y'all were the only ones having alcohol at kids' parties until, like, people my age showed up. Like, all of our kid parties have booze now, but it's like...
Well, good job bringing the fun, Amanda.
Yeah, I mean, you do it right. I'm impressed.
I think it was a lot of fun, and it was an afternoon party, but my daughter's friends are pretty fun. Like, a lot of them are camp kids where there's a big culture of singing and dancing. Mm-hmm. So, like, when the DJ called for the kids out on the dance floor, they're all like, woo, ready to go.
That's so
fun. And once you have a big group of girls in the middle dancing, everyone dances because it's like what the kids are doing. So that was so much fun. And there were some little kids too, but they didn't get stepped on or killed. This is a funny memory I want to share before we move on. There were two sons, like little boys. One was my nephew. He's 5. Aww. And he's only like 2 months older than one of my best local friends' son. So they're the same age, like a month apart or something.
Okay.
They found each other. They hadn't seen each other in like a year, and they remembered, and they're like, hey. And then they just started partying together. They got a bunch of the neon everything, like a rave. And then a whole mess of breakdancing. And then once in a while, when there's a line dance, they did that. And then they're just back to breaking. And like late in the party, everyone was slowing down. And these kids, they're like 5, maybe 6 years old max. And they're just
it's adorable.
Just on the floor doing the worm and the scoot and the da-ba-da-bop. I don't know the names of anything. And everyone's just like, these kids, man. And the dad was like, keep going. You'll sleep on the way home.
Yeah, exactly. Like, get it all out now.
And with the photographer, they wanted to like strike a pose with arms around each other. It was beautiful. Like romance on the dance floor. I love it.
I mean, I know I shouldn't complain about growing up, white, lower to middle class with parents that didn't go to church, but I never got to have cool parties. I'm like, could we be Jewish so I could have a bat mitzvah? Could I have been born Mexican so I could have a quinceañera? That's what I want. I want it. Like, if I could just throw myself a quinceañera, like, even though I'm,
yeah, it's
German
a good party. It's a good party, but you pay for it with 2,000 years of oppression and
fair
diaspora.
That's what I'm saying. I shouldn't be complaining. I just want the parties.
No, but listen, Amanda, if I could replay and be 13 again and then like smush the space-time continuum so we're both 13 at the same time, why not? I'd invite you.
Yay!
And then you could like dance around with the line dances and
yay.
It would be fun.
I just want a big party in my honor. I mean, I guess my wedding was that, but I had to share it with somebody. So can we get a party that's just about me? When I turn 50, that's what's happening. That's what's up. No. We got 5 years to plan me the biggest party that has ever been seen. Okay.
Whoa.
Am I invited?
Well, you look terrific, Amanda. I would have guessed you're getting ready for a different birthday. Well done.
Thank you. I just turned 45.
I doffed my cap too.
It's the baby face. It's the chubby chipmunk cheeks. They keep you looking young. So we'll see.
I'm gonna raise my glass to you. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to text my wife for a refill. We haven't even gotten started.
Amanda, I know. I'm gonna have to tell my husband to bring me.
What's happening?
Speaking of drinks, I am not drinking wine today.
So watch out for me.
Okay, be careful. I am, for anybody who's listened to recent episodes, I got this rum at Christmas time. The brand's called Chuckle. And they say it's like tropical, supposed to be flavored, but really it's kind of like cherry. So I have mixed this with a blackberry, clearly Canadian, and it is one of my new favorite cocktails. It's yummy.
That sounds really nice.
It's really good.
Amanda,
it also goes well with lime Topo Chico.
Nice. Now, Amanda, we don't want to give away your address because of the internet, but can you tell me your state or at least your region tonight?
Oh, yeah. I'm in Fort Worth, Texas.
Texas. All right. I'm in Maryland. And Kasey, where are you?
Washington.
I
State
lived in
or
Maryland when I was
DC?
a kid.
State.
Right on.
Very nice.
I just
I'm too
asked
cool to
because,
be on
Amanda,
that
if
side.
you were also in Maryland, I would invite you to bring me some of that drink. But
Okay,
you're too
well,
far.
if I'm ever there again, you know. Okay, so we are here to do a top 5. Like
Do
I
it.
said, I will explain my little, if you're watching live, my little tagline here said, "The high was worth the pain." Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the People's Princess, Taylor Swift, announced that she's releasing a new album last night at the Grammys.
Woo!
So, shut up, Kasey. I'm not going to talk about it for very long. And you know you like her. Don't act like you don't just because Dre is watching. Love you. I mean it. So we all, got clowned. We thought it was going to be Reputation Taylor's version. I'm still super excited that it's a brand new album. So when I say the high was worth the pain, it's like I had myself built up for Rep TV. So it hurt a little, but it's okay. I'm still excited. So
She's upset, but she still bought the album last night, pre-order.
oh yeah, 37 minutes in the queue to check out, but I'm glad I did it because like there's a limited edition CD, it's already sold out. But I got the vinyl. So anyway, I will say, not that anybody that's even remotely related to Taylor Swift's corporation will hear this, but just in case they do, I have tried to be faithful and order all of my vinyl from Taylor Swift's website. 1989 Taylor's version took 2 weeks after the release date to get to me. Don't let that happen this time, or I will be upset and I'll start going to Target for her records. Anyway, rant over.
Yeah, man. You tell them.
So yeah, we talking about the Grammys. Kasey and I were actually messaging last night, and I said, we should do top 5 Grammy performances because like award shows or not, like everybody's music, whatever or not, the Grammys are always like. I love the collabs that you get. I love, especially when it's not just one person performing, but it's like a group of people together to honor somebody, or like one of my choices, 2 people you'd never imagine singing together that are singing together. So yeah, it's good fun and the music's enjoyable to watch. Even the people I don't know, I'm kind of like, I remember seeing BTS like last year or the year before, and I'm like, I don't do K-pop, but I was like into it. I was like, okay, this is cool. I could check this out. So that's what we're gonna do. But first, we are gonna do some sip libs. And I made this one song lyrics, and so it is Rolling in the Blank. So I'm guessing it's going to be a take on Adele's Rolling in the Deep, but we will see. Now, Ben, since you're new here, there is a rule that the first adjective has to be certifiably fuckable. It's one that we came up with when we first started doing sip libs, and so we've made it the rule. So that was the first one. So now that that's out of the way, God damn it, I'm frozen again. All right.
The adjective needs to be fuckable.
Just the first one. It has to be certifiably fuckable. So
like a great word that makes you want to get it on. What does that even mean?
We came up with it and said somebody was certifiably fuckable, and now it's our new favorite adjective.
So that is the default answer for the first.
Yes. Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant that
slow down on the rosé, buddy.
Fuckable.
No,
that's a different podcast discussion.
Yeah. Light bulb.
What exactly is a word that is certifiably fuckable? Let's discuss.
I mean, no.
That was my fancy professor voice, I guess.
It sounded a little Trumpish. Not gonna lie.
No, it didn't mean to me. I was trying to be pretentiously thoughtful, or thoughtfully pretentious.
Okay, well, thoughtful is a stretch, but pretentious, yeah. Okay, I got it.
Okay. Well, anyway.
So you're first.
I'm first. Yes, let's do it.
A noun.
Guitar.
Good one. Kasey, a noun.
Award.
Okay. A noun for me. I'm gonna say Grammy. Ben, a verb.
Boogie.
Okay. Kasey, a place.
All right, I've been too PG for too long. Sex Dungeon Bob.
Nice. A color for me. I'm gonna say lavender for Tay. Lavender haze. Okay, Ben, a rare gem.
Amethyst.
Nice. Oh no, Kasey, a body part.
You know.
I'm just gonna put it, but you have to say it.
Roast beef curtain.
Okay. Let's see, a noun for me. I'm gonna say rosé. Okay. Ben, a verb ending in ed.
Baked.
I am frozen on the screen again. This is terrible. Kasey, an animal. You gonna pick my favorite?
Yeah, trash panda.
Okay. A noun for me. How do I keep getting nouns?
Ask Kevin.
That's true. Let's say. I'm gonna say wedding ring because that's what I'm looking at. Okay. Ben, a verb.
A verb. Ponder.
Good one.
Is that a fuckable verb?
Kasey, this is a new one. Plural, living beings. So I guess it's not just an animal, but anything that's living.
Tay and Uncle Trav.
Ooh. Okay. An adjective. I'm going to say romantic. Speaking of those two. Okay, Ben.
Hearts.
Yes. Plural noun.
Crayons.
Nice. It's hard when you're on the spot. Kasey, an adjective.
Moist.
You punk. A season. I'm going to say grape stomping season.
Noise.
Ben, a musical instrument. You already said guitar. What'd you say?
Didgeridoo.
What the hell is a didgeridoo?
It's that thing that Aboriginal guys do. They go.
Oh.
Yeah, big long horn thing in Australia.
Yeah, okay, got it. Kasey, an adjective.
Endowed.
Okay, this is another new one, and I don't know.
Day and time. Let's just make note of the time that you had a guest impersonated didgeridoo for way too long.
For like 45 seconds, yeah.
That was outstanding. I'm so pleased at that bit. Just want to remember it forever.
It will now live on forever.
On the internet.
What is a verb in future tense? I don't know what future tense is.
Is it will blah blah blah? Or going to blah blah blah?
I guess. Okay. Yeah.
That was the thought that popped into my head was.
Okay. Will. Fuck. There we go. And last one, Ben, a noun.
Pillow.
Okay. Talk amongst yourselves while I refresh my screen again.
Kasey.
This is going to be a rather occurring nightmare for the rest of the night. Yes. Questions, answers.
Her on and off. Because of tech troubles.
Okay.
Well, at least it's not like it takes forever.
It's true. Amanda, you're worth waiting for. Like the next Taylor Swift album. Woo!
A good one. That was a good segue. I like that.
Thanks.
Okay.
I can do that all day. We're big Swifties here in our house. I have a 13-year-old daughter.
I'll have to send you pictures of all the friendship bracelets I've made. Oh my gosh, it's terrible. Well, it's wonderful.
92% of the country is all Swifties too.
And I'm hearing Kasey going grumble, 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 grumble. So, all right, 2 out of 3 ain't bad, to quote Meatloaf. Hello.
Okay.
Oh. Bye.
He is becoming appreciative of her talent, so don't let him fool you. All right. So
Kasey or Meatloaf?
Kasey is appreciating Taylor.
I always appreciate Meatloaf. Both the hamburger and the artist.
Hey, maybe Meatloaf is a Swiftie in heaven. We don't know.
Oh, did he go and die on us?
Yeah, he did. Like last year, I think.
Years ago. 2 years ago, yeah.
22, yeah.
I like when our celebrities live forever, but spoiler alert, boop, 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 everybody dies. Okay.
That was good.
Okay. Good segue.
So this is
all day
titled Rolling in the Certifiably Fuckable. And I'm not going to sing it because I can't, and I would never try to sing Adele. So,
oh my God, if you post the lyrics, I could sing it live for us. Put it in the chat. I'll do it. I'll do it. Ready for it. I've been drinking rosé, girl.
Oh no. Okay, well, if you want to try it, I will.
So it's Mad Libs Adele. That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, it's basically. We rewrote the lyrics to Rolling in the Deep. Now it's in the private chat.
That appeared and then it disappeared.
Hi, Brandy. I know.
What's up, Brandy Flaherty?
Yeah, it's normally Kasey with the internet issues.
I'm a freaking king tonight.
Did it go away?
Okay. Oh, yeah, no, I see it.
Okay. I could say there's a guitar starting in my award, reaching a Grammy, it boogie me out the sex dungeon.
Finally, I can see you, crystal lavender. Go ahead and sell me out, and I'll lay your amethyst bare. See how I leave with every piece of roast beef curtain. Don't underestimate the rose I baked. There's a trash panda. This is definitely a different song now. Inside my wedding ring, and a ponder bricked Tay-Tay and Uncle Trav out, and it's bringing me out the dark. Romantic of crayons remind me of us. Keep me thinking that we almost had
it moist.
It moist.
Gross.
Ba-da-da. Bow. So that was not to the tune of anything that anyone's ever heard before, but singing occurred, and I just want to commend myself for
very good
and doing that.
You didn't finish it.
Wait, there's more?
The grape stomping season leave their crayons, and you played it to the didgeridoo.
Wait, where is that? That didn't load in my chat.
Next time I'll be endowed and make sure to
Well, Amanda, you should just sing us home. Finish the song for the people. You can also make up a melody so people get even more angry. We wanted to tell, and we got nonsense.
Well, you have more than I do. I cannot sing, but it never stops me from actually doing it. So
for the record, I have more nonsense than most people. Thank you for noticing, Amanda. Yes, Kasey.
I was just saying, Amanda realizes that as bad as we just butchered this Adele song, Dre is rolling over in his grave with how much he loves Adele.
Well, not in his grave because Dre's still with us, but yes, he is rolling in the deep with how much he loves Adele's songs and how bad we just ruined it.
They're like pillow stuff with angel
from the other side of that terrible song.
Yeah,
I'm glad we're on this side of it.
That was bad.
I mean,
man, I need more alcohol. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do.
Maybe we could post those lyrics in the show notes and invite our listeners to record a better version.
Yeah, so somebody set those words to the tune of Rolling in the Deep and let me know what you got.
Yeah, since Ben did not do anything, for the record, I'm a professional singer, so I'm really disappointed with what just happened.
Hey, it was on the fly. It's cool.
However, I can do jazz hands.
These are not spirit fingers. These are spirit fingers. I know that's not jazz hands, but okay.
They're kissing cousins, and they should know each other.
Yes. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do: our top 5 favorite live Grammy performances. So, for those that don't know, or for Ben because he is new here, we will start at number 5 and count backwards. We will go round robin style, and if we have one in common, we will talk about it at the same time. So I'm going to let you go first, Ben. And if your number 5 happens to be my number 4 or whatever, after you talk, I will say, yeah, that's also my number, whatever, and then I'll talk about it. That way we're not like talking about the same thing over and over. So, number 5, Ben, what do you have for us?
Oh.
I still don't know mine.
All right. This seems crazy because it's all so good, but my number 5 is Olivia Rodrigo.
Which one? For what song?
The one with all the blood.
Oh, Vampire. She sang that one last night. Yeah. That was good.
It was
good. The Carrie-esque tribute.
Yeah. I really like that song, actually.
For the record, I get frightened easily. I like to tell people I'm brave in real life. I'll sing in public. I'll snowboard down a mountain. But I get scared as can be with pretend violence. I have mixed feelings about Sweeney Todd. So I saw all that blood going on, and it kind of creeped me out. But she is such a sensational live performer.
Yeah.
I think she's amazing. The control she has vocally, the way she pours out her emotion. It's just a masterclass. Every time she sings those angry, sad ballads, for which she is so famous, it's just like, whew.
My only problem with her is that I feel like she whisper sings a little too much. I do like when she gets really like passionate, and I do like that song Vampire. I also like the one where she's talking. I want to say it's called "It's a Bad Idea." It's a really like weird paced but like fun song, but it's like dark, but it's fat. I don't know. Anyway, it's talking about getting back together with her ex, and she's like, "It's a bad idea." Anyway, now I do want to tell you, Ben, just in case you didn't know, and I'm not in any way saying anything about your choice. We are talking all time, not just last night.
Oh. I'm so proud of myself for how.
So, hey, if you want to stick with your list just from last night, more power to you.
I mean,
but again, not disparaging Olivia Rodrigo, but
for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna pretend I'm new to planet Earth.
Okay.
Arrived 2 weeks ago and saw my first Grammys, so I made a ranking based on all of the Grammys I've ever seen.
So that actually helps me out because there's 2 performances from last night that I wanted to talk about, but I have a feeling you will, so that just made my job easier. All right. Which means I'll pick different ones to talk about. Okay.
But
yeah.
To quote my younger self, I did a different assignment.
Yeah. You did not understand the assignment. It's okay.
I got a PhD in that excuse.
You did,
well,
Kasey.
The good thing about this show is that there's no rules. It's not, when we do like, I don't know if you've watched any of our network draft shows that we do on Tuesdays. When we do those, it's kind of like, okay, we have a topic and we have to stay within certain guidelines for the competition. Here, it's like, I don't really care. I mean,
you can go crazy. We can even lean into the camera.
Exactly. All right, Kasey, what's your number 5?
My number 5 is a very socially acceptable. Hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby. We love you, Abby. Oh, yes, we do. When you're not near us, we're blue. Everything we sing.
I'm frozen again.
We love you. Yes, we do.
So
Sorry,
I
continue.
make my announcement, Amanda will refresh her screen and she'll be back in.
And there we
3
go.
shakes of a lamb's tail.
Hey, Kasey. Hey, Amanda. Is your teenage child mortified by this guy who keeps singing at her through the computer?
No, she's mortified by me. So, and I sing to her.
Oh my God,
time,
Mom!
so.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. What is wrong with you?
Oh my God,
Ugh.
your voice is so annoying. Ugh.
So
yeah.
All right. So my number 5 is a very socially needed and acceptable performance. I suck at freaking years, but it is a performance duet from Sir Elton John.
Oh, damn you.
And what?
Nothing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
A gentleman by the name of Marshall Mathers.
M to the M.
And it would be Stan.
Stan. That is from 2001 because it's on my list.
I figured it was pretty close to that, but I wasn't going to guesstimate what the
Kasey, I like your choice.
Yeah.
And if I knew the assignment, I would definitely consider that performance as worthy of the top 5.
So, Kasey, that's actually the one I thought would be your number 1. I don't know why. I just I felt like I thought that would be it. And I'm glad you have it because now that's another one I can cross off my list while I'm still making my top 5. Such an epic choice.
That was your number what?
I haven't made it a number yet, so I'm gonna leave it off. But it was in contender for like my number 2, number 3. Because nobody expected that.
It was a great moment.
Well, and if I seem to remember correctly, there was an awful lot of boycotting and picketing outside the theater that night as well.
Well, and that's still when Eminem was very much in his bashing gay people in his music phase. And so for me, it was really a shock to see Elton John on stage with him. Like, I almost was like, did he even want to do this? But the performance was so beautiful that I felt like, I mean, they must have wanted to do it. So I thought it was really cool.
I've seen interviews where Elton John was asked about it, and he's like, legitimately, you would not think so, but like, we are incredible friends. He sends us, him and his husband, anniversary gifts every fucking year.
Oh,
inappropriate
sure.
gifts, but he still sends them anniversary gifts every year.
That's beautiful.
Well, and I'm glad.
I don't even send you and George anniversary gifts, so you know.
Do you even know when our anniversary is?
In July.
Ooh, look at you go. Okay. So
Don't ask me the date though.
It's fine. That was a really good one, and we're actually talking about Eminem in our network group chat yesterday, and I'm very glad that he has been able to like grow and even kind of say out loud, man, I really shouldn't have said some of that stuff, because
mature.
His lyrics were really homophobic back in the day, and it made me uncomfortable. So yeah. All right. Very cool. Okay. So that would have been one of my top 5, but again, I'm going to leave it out because I'm doing this on the fly just so we can talk about other moments. Okay. What is my number 5? Okay. I might get some hate for this, but I have to say this is the sexiest thing I have ever seen on the Grammys. I felt like I needed a shower after, and I was actually surprised that this performance was allowed to be on the Grammys. And it's Beyonce and Jay-Z 2014 singing Drunk in Love.
Oh, that was the one I thought you were going to go with.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll have to see later. I felt dirty after I watched that. Like, in a good way, but I was like, because sometimes you're like, how did Jay-Z score Beyonce? Like, come on. But you could definitely tell, at least, and that was before all the cheating, supposedly, but you could tell that they were super hot for each other. And it was a good performance, and I really like that song. So, yeah.
I give 2 thumbs up for the Jay-Z nod. I'm a big fan. He's my favorite rapper.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I also like Beyonce. Love Jay-Z, like Beyonce. So when they got married, I was like, super couple.
Yeah.
I
Your
like both of
daughter
your
is
music.
gorgeous.
Now I only need one place to send my letters.
Okay, so not to go too far into it, but what did you think of his little speech last night?
It was weird.
It was weird. I agree. I will say
It was really weird, and honestly, it was so cringy to start in with that nonsense about album of the year, because it doesn't fucking matter what Jay-Z says, angry at a room full of people who are honoring him about a purported slight in the past against his wife. Like, that water is so under a bridge. And every time they choose to vote or not vote for Beyonce's albums, that's between every individual recording Academy voter and their pen and their ballot. So, like, I understand that she has been deeply offended by what she perceives as massive slights. However, she also has
37 Grammys.
Awards.
Yeah. You know how many Whitney Houston had? Like 6.
By the world. What?
Oh, I'd say she has like 37 Grammys. Whitney Houston had 5 or 6. I think Dolly Parton has maybe 5. I mean, so I think
like
I actually don't
is just fine. Despite
I don't know that Beyonce actually feels slighted by it.
Well, that's why it felt like a weird moment, because it also took the light off of him and his achievement and made him look small and petty.
He was getting a really like interesting good award, and I was like, oh, he brought Blue up there, he's gonna thank her, talk about her, or how much, and then she's just sitting there looking so awkward, like, oh my god, Dad, what are you doing?
Totally. Yeah, I kind of forgot in the moment about the kid, and then I mentioned during the warm-up, so I have a 13-year-old daughter. Now she's used to her dad being embarrassing. Like, I'm above average embarrassing. I sing in public, sometimes break into dance, make dumb jokes. So my daughter's used to me being embarrassed, but I can't in a million years imagine bringing her up on stage during an award show. That's the first weird choice there. And then B, doing anything other than being on my best behavior if my freaking kid is in the camera shot.
Yeah.
That was not cool, dude. No offense, Jay-Z. I love your music, but I did not like what I saw on stage last night. And if you're watching, sorry, I'll still take free tickets.
Album of the year is hard because, so I will say, I can't remember which album it was. I don't think it was Lemonade, or it might have been. The year She Lost and Beck got album of the year was complete bullshit. Anybody else in the category should have had that besides Beck, including Beyonce. But I think
I'm pretty sure that was what he was referencing when he said his whole spiel about those of you who didn't deserve blah 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 blah.
Well, and I hate that people are making it about Taylor Swift again, because first of all, that wasn't the same thing Kanye did. People keep comparing it to that. It's not the same thing. It was his time to talk, whether we liked what he said or not. That's it. But also, for people who don't know, Taylor Swift and Beyonce have only ever been nominated for Album of the Year at the same time once. So he certainly was not talking to Taylor Swift, but everybody's trying to make it that because, that's what sells headlines.
He was the one cleaning up last night.
Yeah, and she broke the record for her.
Yeah, so I will say, last thing about Jay-Z, I wish instead of the things, I mean, there were part of it was gracious and sort of typical award show mini speech, right? Where you do sort of it's not a cattle call, but like a roll call. Yeah, it's a roll call of the people who matter in your career. And then he did that to some of his people and then a bunch of hip hop luminaries. I thought that was cool. That would have been enough.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I love you, LA, or whatever. I love you, the Academy. Done.
And I feel like I kind of get where he was trying to go, but he made it too much about Beyonce, because a Black woman hasn't won Album of the Year in, I don't even know how long, like 15 or 20 years. Like, I couldn't even tell you. So he's not wrong that their art isn't being appreciated. It was a weird way to go about it. And it kind of made me go, oh, Jay, come on. So anyway.
Agreed.
All right. Ben, what's your number 4?
Again, having only seen
God damn it.
Billie Eilish live at the 2024 Grammys. It was simple. It was elegant. Fantastic song. It won a Grammy for Song of the Year. Won the songwriting prize. Well deserved. She is so incredible to listen to live and on her recordings. Just masterful and subtle and beautiful. Also watching her make music with her brother, who's also her songwriting partner. It's really special, and you can see all the love in their relationship. Like, they created something beautiful this year.
They're so talented.
So it was wonderful watching them.
Yeah, I cried. That I feel like is one of the first times that like I have been like, oh my God, yes, that was Song of the Year. What Was I Made For? Barbie, like, absolutely was everything for 2023. So I was really glad that she got that. And
Barbie.
Ooh, yeah, I was all up in my feels when she was singing that last night.
So good.
All right. Kasey, what do you have for us?
No, I'm going to put a pin in this one for a minute because I don't feel like you're ready for me to announce this selection just yet.
Okay. I don't think you're ready for this jelly.
Delicious for you, babe.
So, for a moment in my top 5, though, we're going to probably steal something that Ben might have on his list.
Yeah.
Because it was probably, out of the few performances I saw last night, my most favorite. And it was Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs. Fucking
so good.
Brain fart. Fast Car.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So beautiful.
When he re-recorded his version of that song, I fell in love with it. But then the fact that they duetted it last night, oh my God, just amazing.
So beautiful.
Yeah, and that's the thing I'm talking about at the Grammys that you don't get anywhere else. You get Elton John and Eminem together. You get Tracy Chapman and Luke Combs together, and you get one of my choices together that we'll get to. So it's just it's cool to see those collaborations, and I need them to record that, honestly, and like release it.
I would not be surprised if they did. Kasey, I showed that clip to my music students today. I'm a general music teacher by trade, nice. So I shared it with some 3rd and 4th grade students, and they were all transfixed.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. Was it one of your 5?
Yeah, I had it as my number 3.
Okay.
For the 2024 performances, but I'm with you. It was great.
Sorry. I'm having so many problems today. I don't even know. Okay.
Unintentional comedy.
So we're on number 4, right? Okay.
You're number 4.
I'm going to put on a sweater. Guys, fans at home, vote. The red hoodie or the gray cardigan? Put your answers in the comments. I guess it's sort of like cardinal or burgundy.
The answer is always a cardigan.
Cardigan. Kasey, Amanda, you want to vote in case no one's watching?
Cardigan.
Well, I feel like if I don't back up my co-host, then she'll kick me in the ass. So, cardigan.
Okay, in honor of Taylor, congratulations on your 4th Album of the Year win, making history.
And justice for Cardigan not making the Eras Tour movie. Not going to complain, but Cardigan's the best song on Folklore, just saying. Anyway. Okay. What is my number 4, you guys? I can't really do this.
You can do it. I'm not leaving you.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
I think
I'm standing up and stretching. Hi, everyone at home. Stretching. You can stretch with me if you want. Look, I'm wearing my special Zoom pants.
Since we already talked about Billie Eilish, I will save my Billie Eilish choice for honorable mentions.
Oh, That feels so good. Guys, do this at home.
Yes. Work it out. Work it out. Work it out.
Oh,
I am gonna go with.
Am I making crazy noises? Ah! Oh!
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Where am I at? Okay. I am going to go with, and I may get hate for this, but this performance had me in tears. It's from the 2020 Grammys. It's Demi Lovato singing Anyone. This was after she had gotten out of rehab. And first of all, if you don't know this song, oh my God, this song is a fucking soul crusher. And she performed it and she was tearing up and just, her struggles were very public. And this was her first time, performing out in public in a long time. And wow, it just I get chills just thinking about it. So if you guys don't know that one, Google it or listen to the song. But that girl has fucking chops and I don't think she gets enough credit. So
I like when the pop singers are good singers. That's good.
Well, yeah.
Demi is better than Taylor.
Controversial opinion.
The argument.
The computer and slap me.
No, the argument could be made that vocally Demi might be a little bit better. She's nowhere near the performer, the businesswoman, the mastermind that Taylor is, and Taylor has a incredible voice, but Demi is soulful. It's piercing when she sings a soulful song like that.
Yeah.
When it's not like her super catchy pop stuff. Yeah, that song will crush you. It's especially if you put it in context with what she was going through in her life. So, yeah. Okay. So Ben's number 3 was Fast Car.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Beautiful, beautiful duet.
Yeah. Kasey, what is your number 3?
Shout out to a previous episode of the Sip List. Guested on by myself and Mr. Papa Palpatine himself.
Oh, I knew this was coming.
I couldn't do it at number 2 or number 1 because this song, this performance, I don't feel supersedes who I'm going to have at number 1 and number 2. But it definitely is not coming in at number 8 on my list because it is Metallica 1.
I actually went back and watched that today, and it was really, really good.
Hercules. To me, it's an amazing song. The message in the song is dark and creepy, which, as we all know, is my life. But I feel like it's an incredible story from start to finish. And yeah, it was a performance that they nail recording it, wherever they perform it live, even on the Grammys. So I wasn't going to let a top 5 get away without putting 1 on my list.
I figured that you would have it. And it's a good choice. That was a good performance. And I think it got a lot of people kind of on the radar for Metallica that previously weren't. Because it was, typically at the Grammys, the kind of hard rock performances don't always land as well. But I feel like that one did. I felt like it was really, watching it again, I was like, okay, yeah, that was really, really good.
It was when hard rock finally started to get their recognition, where up until that point it had been a lot of R&B, pop, not as hard rock and things of that nature, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but definitely towards the end of the 80s we were starting to see an evolution of where the award show was going to go, and you started to see more rap performances were getting recognition, hard rock was getting recognition that it wasn't getting before.
Yeah.
Which, spoiler alert, opened up a big window of opportunity for bands that would come along in the 90s, not naming any names.
Foo Fighters.
Well, the one that came before that.
Nirvana.
That would be the one.
Yeah.
Because without Nirvana, there would be no Dave Grohl.
And R.I.P.
Not saying Dave is not talented.
Dave Dave sweats talent. Like, he's just so fucking talented. So, anyway. Yeah. Okay. Good choice. I knew you'd have that. All right, so here's where I do my thing that I do sometimes where I cheat because it's my show and I do what I want. And I'm fucking frozen again, so let's fix that. Talk amongst yourselves.
Hey, Kasey.
Yes, Ben.
It's fun being your guest. And, these moments where we get to talk privately, me and you and our 1.2 million listeners. Wait. I'll stop talking about Amanda. Sorry.
Well,
it was only good things,
it was
Amanda.
good talk. What else would you say?
No, it wasn't.
I was
We
just
were
telling
talking all
Kasey
kinds of
how
mad
lovely
shit.
your headphones are.
Okay.
They make me look like a real commander. Like you're ready to pilot a ship or something.
They're my Princess Leia ears. Okay, so yeah, this is where I do my cheating thing. I could not pick one Taylor Swift performance. I couldn't. So I'm gonna briefly talk about 3 little quick ones. The first one is gonna be.
I thought I was gonna be freaking way off, but oh my god, I wasn't that far off.
No. The first one is Mean. This is the first song I really remember her singing at the Grammys. She's still really young, and I love how she changes up the lyrics. So if you know the lyrics to Mean, it's someday I'm going to be living in a big old city, and all you're ever going to be is mean. And this song was definitely written about the people who hated her, the people who said she couldn't sing, the people who thought she was blah, blah, blah. So at the Grammys, when she sings it, she says, someday I'll be singing this at the Grammys, and all you're ever going to be is mean. I stood up and cheered when she did that. I was so proud of her. And this is way before I was a Swiftie. I just thought it was so cute and clever, and good for you. Fight the power. So that was 2012. The second one is 2014, and it's when she sang All Too Well. That performance was again just another soul crusher. All the emotion she put into it, and she's sitting at this beautiful, gorgeous piano, just her and the piano, and it's amazing. The other one is actually before those two, but it's one of the collabs I was talking about, and that she lived out a girlhood fantasy doing this. And it was her and Stevie Nicks singing Rhiannon and then You Belong With Me.
Wow.
Who wouldn't die to sing next to Stevie Nicks? And in 2010, Taylor Swift, she's super young. Whatever. I'd pay the same era as Stevie Nicks. So
yeah. And
anyway,
I would pay to duet "Go Your Own Way" with Stevie Nicks.
You don't want to be the guy in that song. She'll be shooting you daggers. That's okay. She got back at him with Silver Springs, so. But yeah, anyway, I just, I had to mention Taylor, and I couldn't pick. If I had to pick one favorite from those, I would say it's All Too Well, just because it was the most emotional. But so yeah. All right, number 2, Ben.
Miley Cyrus, who had just won a Grammy, performed Flowers in 2024. It was so exuberant.
I watched that performance, and could you tell me, did she win a Grammy?
She was so happy.
In case you didn't know, she stopped her song to announce it and kept going. It was great. I just love, it's taken me a long time to feel this good about Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus. When she first came onto the scene, I kind of disdained her for all that she represented, Nickelodeon, TV, pop, pretend pop, and then real pop. And then I noticed, this lady's got staying power. And then when this song came out, I was like, this is a bop. It is, whatever you think about Miley, you hear the song and you can't help but shake your booty. It's a great song. So I was so excited that she won her first Grammy. And then in all of that glorious exuberance, she performed the live performance of her life at the Grammys. So that was amazing for me.
And she was very excited when she, especially when she's singing the, I didn't want to have to break up with you or whatever. And it's just like, yeah, I just won a Grammy. I am not a Miley Cyrus fan. I do not like her voice.
Me neither.
But I do. I do like some of her songs, which is weird. Wrecking Ball and The Climb, I actually really like.
Both
I've
great
heard
songs.
I've heard covers of those that are amazing. I
Yep.
do not like her voice, and that's just a personal preference. But Flowers is a good song, and especially when you know that it was her and that When I Was Your Man was her and Liam's song, and she took it and flipped it around to make Flowers. It's just like when you know all the tea, it makes it even more amazing. So
Nice.
Harvey says, "Give me Aretha." Yeah, singing. I haven't seen this one, Ness and Dorna, but yeah, she sang opera, and I know that's
Oh
when
my
she
god.
was. That was in the
Mhm.
'90s, right? Or late '80s, something like that. It wasn't like '60s Aretha.
No.
I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up.
If Harvey's still watching, Harvey will chime in with the year.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know, Harvey. I felt like I remember seeing it was in like the '80s or early '90s, but I could be wrong. But yeah, she does nothing wrong or did nothing wrong.
You're allowed to
Okay.
use present tense with deceased musicians.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Ben, the music teacher, said so.
Well,
As in,
thank you then.
Michael Jackson is an amazing singer.
Fair. See, and yeah, that's true.
Like with
I'll give you that.
literature. Not everyone agrees, but that's what I do.
Okay, cool. All right, Kasey, what is your number 2?
We've discussed soul crushing before, and I call bullshit on any soul crushing um, performances to this point because my number 2 is the most soul crushing performance
I know
ever
what it
performed
is.
on a Grammy stage. Are you sure?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well, I'll still rip the band-aid off and
Is
say
it from
Mr.
1993?
Probably pretty. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't know the year.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's definitely early '90s though, and it's probably close. One of the greatest guitar players of all time, Mr. Eric Clapton. Tears in Heaven. Oh my God! Not only is
Yeah,
lyrically that one of the most soul crushing songs ever,
yeah,
but the performance he gave that year at the Grammys.
yeah.
Ah,
I wrote that one
um,
down. It was 93, and oh my god. That song, and yeah, I mean,
Good
his
one,
voice
Kasey.
just chills. Yeah. I'm glad you said that because I wasn't going to put it in my top 5, but that's a fantastic
that's one of
choice.
those ones that I can't talk about a lot because
Yeah.
you listen to the lyrics and you know what he's talking about,
Mhm. And
and
yeah, you can.
you can go deep into that emotion, then you can feel his pain of having to sing that. Not necessarily having to sing that song, but he was very open and vulnerable on a stage and having millions of people look at him while he
Mhm.
was giving that emotionally deep performance. I
Yeah.
couldn't do that.
Oh, I couldn't either. And yeah,
Of course,
that
Harvey agreed. For life,
yeah.
Harvey.
Yeah, that's one that is like that's hard to watch, but I mean in a good way, but yeah, it's so emotional. Um so yeah, I'm glad you picked that cuz I was definitely thinking about it. Um okay, so where are we? We're on number 2.
You're number 2.
Well. So I'm having a hard time. There's one that I really don't want to leave off, and I know if I don't talk about it, nobody else is going to talk about it. But there's also, I'd tie these two if they were anywhere in the same genre, but they're not. I'll talk about it later. Okay. Um, I'm going to go a little off my normal stuff, and I'm going to go with Carrie Underwood. In 2008, no, 2013, she sang Blown Away, and it was like right when the album was coming out. And if you guys don't know Blown Away, it's, oh my God, it's just another like one of those soul crushing songs. But her voice is like, it was so powerful. It was so beautiful. She had me in tears. Like, I still remember it to this day how good that was. So, got to talk about Carrie Underwood. Her voice is so powerful. One of the best singers of our generation, in my opinion. But
Not better than Mike Kelly.
I know, and I agree with that. I don't think she's better than Kelly, but they're close. They're close.
There's not a huge gap in between the two of them.
And her
In my
voice has
opinion, it's
matured
like
a lot.
the gap between Kelly and Carrie is like paper fucking thin. It's that close,
Yeah.
in my opinion. So Ben, how's life?
I mean,
Man,
I'm hungry for dinner.
I'm so
Amanda,
like
I missed you. Are we almost up to number one? I did not have a strong dinner and I'm fading. Viewers at
yes.
home, rally in the comments. What should I have for dinner? Give me encouragement. Go, Ben, go.
Okay, Ben. Well, what's your number one?
Number one of all time when considering only this year's performances. It would be amazing. The lithe, the beautiful, the inexplicably she didn't fall off the playground equipment, the Dua to the Lipa to the Dua. Congratulations, Dua Lipa. The
Are you
greatest live
serious?
performance
Sorry.
of all of last night. I mean, I had to pick something. I kept saying, wow, she didn't fall off again.
Yeah, that
Also,
it's like
she
a
was definitely singing live. That woman is insane as a live vocalist. She is so good. You watch the video of her as a kid. She was crushing the competition in like talent shows when she was 8, like just taking out that same big voice you hear now on the mic. And she's just one of these amazing. Well, Harvey, if I could consider other lists, but I had different roles than them. But yeah,
Ben
I
didn't
enjoyed
understand the
Dua.
Man, okay, so yeah, I think that was a great performance. I just for some reason thought you were gonna have a different one. Oh, thank you. So
That's
I'm
what I
gonna have
came
to
up
talk.
with. But remember, I heavily researched this episode for approximately 90 seconds, and
Well, you did the hard work. You're doing the Lord's work over there.
that's right.
It's good. Okay.
But I'm still gonna bill you for the full hour at $1,200. But that's
Your
you
check's
know,
in the mail.
that's right. I'm just gonna round it up, baby. Round it up.
Check's in the mail. All right.
That's good. Did you just
Casey.
pour wine? Was that wine or vodka?
It's vodka.
Amazing.
Deep Eddy. Whoop whoop. Deep Eddy grapefruit. It's
This
the best.
last part of the discussion is gonna get sloppy.
Exactly. Like, what are we even talking about? All right,
Dude,
Casey, what do you got?
Grammys, schmammies.
I actually had totally forgotten about MJ from 1988, and
Honorable
Harvey literally just threw a monkey wrench in my program for my number one.
Thank you, Harvey.
That's what he does.
Okay,
He causes chaos.
well then Harvey has given me the official blessing to
Do it.
go either way, either Michael Jackson or who I had at number one. So we're gonna just stick with it and go with my number one, and Michael will be in my honorable mentions, along with another amazing song as well. But my number one, fuck you, Rolling Stone, for not including her on this your list of greatest live performances. One of the greatest singers of all time. I'm not saying she's the absolute number one, but there are not very many people ahead of her on this list. Whitney Houston, one moment in time.
I was wondering if you're going to say that or I Will Always Love You. Yeah. One moment in time gives me chills on top of my chills. That song is so powerful.
I don't care if I hear the recorded version or if I hear the live Grammy performance. It's a beautiful song all the way through, but when you get to that moment at the end where it's literally bam,
yeah,
that emotional explosion at the end, it's like
she carries that note.
Yep.
So good.
Like
I'm getting chills right now talking about it.
Yeah. And to have the fact that Rolling Stone couldn't even consider putting that anywhere in their top 30 or 40 that list was.
Rolling Stone sucks.
I will say that at least they did have "I Will Always Love You,"
Yeah.
which is still an incredible performance on top of it. No offense,
It's a
but
good one.
"One Moment in Time" is the one that resonated with me the deepest. So
Me and you and Harvey already proved that they don't know what they're talking about at Rolling Stone when they released their top 10 worst songs of the 80s. They picked some bangers. So we immediately had to correct that shit. Okay.
That
So
sounds terrible.
this is interesting because I guess I shouldn't have. At first, I thought, Kasey, you would have my number one, but then I remembered this isn't really your go-to genre. But for me, number one, and maybe it's recency bias, but it's also hit me right in my teenage years bias. It's last year's 50 Years of Hip Hop. It was like a 15-minute long performance.
I considered it.
Tribe Called Quest, The Roots, LL Cool J, uh, Ice-T, like Public Enemy, Run DMC. Like I'm trying to remember who all of, and again, the
So
living
many
members of this
heavyweights.
was just fucking incredible. And on top of this is right after we got the Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent Super Bowl performance. So I think those two things
Also a
together,
good show.
just like I was all in my teenage years.
I'm not a huge rap fan,
Right, which is why I was like, okay.
That Super Bowl performance last February.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Speaking of, oh my god, the bar is set high for Usher. But yeah,
he's great though. He'll do it.
Oh
Usher
god,
yeah, but
so
I will guarantee you, Usher will hit the bar, and he'll raise the bar even higher for whoever gets the nod.
He can hit my
next
bar.
Year.
I got all kinds of bars for him to hit.
Hubba.
Probably the fact that she'll be done with her international tour by then, but it'll probably be Tay Tay next year.
She's turned it down like 5 times, dude.
Yeah, but her soon-to-be husband keeps winning AFC championships, so she's eventually going to have to do it.
I mean, maybe. So yeah, so when we get to my honorable mentions, there's another rap one that I had that I felt was really like culturally iconic, but I don't know. Last year's I mean, it had been hyped a lot, but getting all of my 90s hip hop faves in a 15-minute long celebration of hip hop was just incredible. So
did not include
great
Grandmaster Flash, DJ Jazzy Jeff was there. Like I just keep
but they didn't do Nightmare on My Street.
Well, Will Smith wasn't part of it. He's too good for that now.
Will Smith is pretty much ostracized from doing anything award showish right now.
Yeah,
Will Smith doesn't have to cuss in his songs. Fuck him and fuck you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good quote, Amanda. Matters for the win. Oh.
Ben, please tell me you have at least one more, like an honorable mention or something from last night that stuck with you. Because if you don't talk about it, I might have to not be friends with you anymore.
Well, whatever one I forgot, I'm going to claim that I was helping my daughter get to bed. Which one am I missing? Because I just came up.
Fucking Mitchell.
Oh, yeah. Joni Mitchell was amazing. What a moment. I loved how everyone was sitting around her and showing her love, and she was singing, I hope when I'm 80, I'm like this sad old dude. And they roll him out and they say, this was the guy who created that hospice musical. And everyone says he's still alive. And I'll be like,
okay, I'm sorry.
Everybody dies in the end.
Her voice still sounded so amazing, and
it was beautiful.
Anybody that's listening that sees this on one of the socials, go back and comment and let me know. I need a count of how many people pictured oh crap, what's her name? Emma, what's her name? From Love Actually.
Oh yeah.
Joan?
No.
Watson?
No. She's older. What is her name?
Thompson?
Thompson. Emma Thompson.
Right.
If you didn't picture
she's the wife of the husband who's gonna mess around with the secretary. She's sad.
She's listening to I Looked at Love that way, and God. Okay. All right. Well, Kasey, what were some of your honorable mentions that we haven't mentioned?
Well, one obviously that I can't leave off because Harvey actually reminded me of it. But
Yeah. Man in the Mirror.
Man in the Mirror, 1988, Michael Jackson. Again,
Yeah.
another song that is an amazing song, and the fact that on the biggest stage of them all, Michael Jackson delivered in a way that only Michael Jackson can.
Yeah.
So, but the
He
well,
is
now I
the
have to
king.
wait for her to come. I have to wait for her to come back for this one because it's going to make her face turn 8 shades of red.
Oh.
Yay!
We're back.
I put a pin in my second one
Thank
because
you.
I had to wait for you because I know how much you love this song and it's such a classic, amazing song from 2021.
You're stumping her.
He's fucking with me, but I don't know what it is.
Cardi B, Megan the Stallion,
WAP.
Wet Ass Pussy.
Okay, that was a good performance, though. I'm not gonna
Oh, it
lie.
was,
It was
when
hot.
you started talking about hot performances earlier in your list, I was like, damn it, she's gonna steal my fucking thunder.
Yeah. No, that was a good one.
Never before has a radio edit person used his
Oh
button
my god,
more. He could have
Right.
just
person
held it down.
that song came out and he earned his money on that one, just like "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh."
Yep. My fingers are tired.
There's a lot
Brandy
of
does not like
jiggling
that.
and shaking and moving of things.
Both of those women have fantastic asses. Like
Everything.
their bodies are so banging. I'm just like, okay, all right, all right. And I'm
You do your
actually a
thing,
big
girl.
Cardi
Do your
fan,
thing.
so yeah. Okay. Um.
Kasey, I feel like I have a whole new perspective on you, my friend. I don't know why that is, but I'm just looking
There's
at you a whole
definitely
different way.
well, yes, that's because I have to sit up because I'm old and I'm starting to have back pain.
Nice.
But personally, though,
I'm gonna bring this
I
one
am
home. I
like an
swear we are.
I am like an onion, though. You have to peel back the different layers to get to the
I'm an
awesomeness.
ogre, like
Well,
an
luckily,
onion.
Kasey, I think you're gonna book me on at least one, if not two more shows. So I believe that the onions shall be peeled. Amanda, do we get to
Oh,
number one? I'm so hungry for dinner. Gosh darn it.
Yeah. No, I said we're talking honorable mentions now, so we can hurry up. Yeah. I am. Did you have any other honorable mentions? Mine was
Well,
that
if
hip
I'm
hop
gonna
thing.
finally think of performances other than this year, um, I I want to just I'm imagining Janet Jackson did one with a lot of dancers at the height of her fame. I mean, you mentioned Michael Jackson, but a lot of the stuff in the late 80s, early 90s, when hip hop dance included a lot of formations, and it was sort of the time when I was an adolescent. I was born in 1980, so like
Oh, you're
Janet
close to our
Jackson
age.
is definitely the subject of many teenage fantasies. And
Spank bank material.
oh boy, you said that.
I have no shame.
And I have no shame in my game. I'll say that I enjoyed her choreography, among other things. How's that? But yeah, so Janet Jackson at the height of her fame. Oh, and probably several of the cool things Madonna did in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
Maybe like, did she do
Or-
like a Virgin at the Grammys one?
yeah, but I think
Yeah.
that was the MTV Video Music Awards, the one where she does the dress. I don't think that was
Yeah,
the
well,
Grammys.
the
But
MTV movie or the MTV VMAs kind of sort of ripped off the Grammys to a certain extent, anyway.
well, no, it's just more fun. That's
Well,
the only
again,
show where you get Madonna making out with Britney and Christina.
yeah, you did.
All right.
Passing
Well,
the torch, that kiss.
just real quick, I had a couple, and then we'll. So the one that I didn't really want to leave off. I don't normally like when they get. Not because I don't think the messages are valuable, but I don't like when people get super political. However, Kendrick Lamar in 2016 when he did the Blacker the Berry and All Right, and I think there was another song, and it changed the lyric up to mention Trayvon Martin. Like I thought that was really important, and he is just a fucking poet. Like he is one of the best rappers of this generation. So
Yeah,
I love
so
him.
good.
I also had Pink when she did Glitter in the Air. That's the performance where she did like the whole Cirque du Soleil thing. Fantastic. She sang live and did the whole thing. And then Love the Way You Lie with Rihanna, Eminem, Adam Levine, somebody else was on there. That was
so
really
many good people on that performance.
Yeah.
Yes.
And of course Beyonce and Tina Turner doing Proud Mary. I mean, I didn't include that because I already had Beyonce, but that was really good.
That's my Proud Mary dance. Rolling.
The Billie Eilish one was When the Party's Over. That was that song is again another very beautiful, soulful song, and her and Phineas did it proud. So
they're great.
All right. Well, Ben, tell people real quick again where they can find your one-man show or your full-man show.
All the shows. Lifereviewmusical.com. LIFEREVIEW musical.com. That's the website where you can see an awesome trailer and find the get in touch form. Also read the long and winding history of the production. Over 10 years now. Right. And you can also get in touch about booking us for one-man show or a potential partnership. And then I'm also super active on Instagram at Life Review Musical. So be in touch, folks. I'd love to hear from you.
Sweet. Kasey, briefly, what's coming up on An Evening at the Movies?
Well, yeah, because I know Ben's hungry. I won't
am too.
do what I normally.
He's 3 hours ahead of you, and I'm 2 hours ahead of you. So
I'm eating the pencils.
So just
no protein.
Let everybody know, we are this week debuting our look at Black cinema, and Harvey from Men of the Prize and Love is Black and founding member of the I Did Not Make These Rankings podcast network will be joining us to talk Bamboozled. Recording tomorrow, available on
it's a challenging
Wednesday.
Movie.
I haven't seen it. I gotta watch it.
Buckle your seatbelts, folks. Prepare to feel the feels.
Yeah, in a lot of ways. Also, just a reminder, though, Saturday, February 10th, we are turning 3 years old on An Evening at the Movies, and not just 3, but we are celebrating 200 episodes on An Evening at the Movies as well.
The big achievement, Kasey. Congrats, man. That's amazing.
I'll be coming at you live from Miami the night before my vacation, so be prepared to have an unhinged Amanda.
Amanda's always unhinged when we do the anniversary episode.
That's fair. That's fair.
Listen, Kasey, I'm sorry to jump in here, but I got to tell you, I am going to be able to make it to the red carpet. I changed up my travel plans, and I'm going to be there for the big 200th party. And I've got my tux pressed, and I'm ready to go because I can tell you is fancy.
It's an A-list event, bro. Yeah.
Yes, and I made it on the B list, and I'm okay with that.
Oh, Kasey, your mic went. You.
So, before I was so rudely interrupted by my technology issues, I was just going to say it is a black tie celebratory event, but I can guarantee you that the host of the shenanigans will not be wearing a tuxedo at all. He'll probably be wearing a t-shirt and probably
wear a tuxedo t-shirt. It's like you're fancy, but you still like to party.
I like that.
I might be able to pull that
the Talladega Nights reference.
Yep. So, but other than that, after we're done with Black History or Black Cinema in February, we'll be doing a solid 2 months on movies that everybody should see once in their lifetime, and then superheroes in May. You have to tune into the draft tomorrow night to find out what we're doing over the summer, though. Amanda knows what we're doing over the summer, but
great topic, Kasey.
I have to have something special for my hosting tomorrow night, so we'll announce it tomorrow night what we're doing this summer.
Yes, keep them waiting.
Yes,
cliffhanger plenty.
Always keep them wanting more. Story of my life. Okay. Well, Ben, thank you so much for joining us and doing this at the last minute. And sorry,
Thanks for having me. There's no minute like the last minute. That's my
assignment
motto.
wasn't completely explained, but you're definitely welcome back, and we'll do this again. And always love talking music. So I will share your information in the show notes. It was a great show, you guys, and everybody have a great day, a great weekend. Thanks for listening and watching. And when life gets tough, just keep sipping. Goodbye.
L'chaim. Bye.
L'chaim. L'chaim. I can't do it.
Peace and hair green.